Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I got myself to go to the gym consistently. Now, my spelling's a little fucked up, but who really cares? But this one is really hard for some people. Some people, don't really, they'll go inconsistently, but they wonder why they don't see as much gains as they maybe should be. Consistency in a lot of cases is key. Consistency matters a lot, and the more you can keep yourself consistent, the less you have to worry about not seeing things like gains. It's the same for everything. If you are consistent and you are persistent about something, you are more likely to see that thing than someone who is inconsistent and impersistent. But I was not fully consistent at first, and I've had my fair share of rough spots with like sports and stuff and stress and all that where I haven't been going as consistently as I should be. But how did I change that? And how can you change that as well? So, my first thing is oh my gosh, I can't write. Oh my. Okay. Going with somebody. Sorry about the writing, but when I first started going to the gym, I wasn't going alone. It was actually my dad that first bought me my gym membership, and I went with him because I couldn't drive there, but I also had no clue what I was doing, and he did. So I decided to go with him because, he was one, more experienced, two, I was with somebody that knew what they were doing, also more experience, and three, it was just more fun. You don't sit there on your phone between sets, you are actually socializing and talking. And maybe you aren't that socializing person, but being with somebody that knows more than you, like a mentor, it does help. It really does. And that's why if you really want to go consistently, if someone you know is already going to the gym consistently, just ask them, can I go with you? And then if they say yes, just go with them. Have a little fun, learn something from them. You don't have to immediately start doing the same weight as they are, but if you find the right person, they won't care. They'll help you take your weight off and put weight back on that is lighter than theirs, and they'll help you and they'll guide you in the right direction to achieve consistency in the gym, if that makes sense. 2. Oops. Stress levels. This is also a big one with consistency. And what I would say about stress levels is you need to find a way to control the stress. You will never see going to the gym consistently if you are always stressed out. Not only that, but if you are always stressed out, it doesn't matter how consistent you are going to the gym, you won't see gains. So there needs to be some sort of fix, whether it be immediate or over a period of time where you're not going to the gym and you're just working on yourself, but to where that will fix you to the point where you are able to go consistently. And if that problem ever does arise, you know exactly what to do. Stress levels are a big one with consistency, and keeping them under stress or keeping them under control is extremely beneficial and crucial to seeing consistency in the gym. This one's long, so The only person you're hurting is... Sorry, that's hard to read. Oh my God. The only person you're hurting is yourself. Now, I didn't fully see this until about 2 or 3 years ago when my friend first said this. The only person you're hurting is yourself. By not going to the gym, you're not affecting anybody else. You're not hurting the person next to you. You're not hurting your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother. You're not hurting your friends, your aunts, uncles, anything. Nobody's getting hurt by you not going to the gym but yourself. You're hurting yourself because you are putting off going to the gym for something else, being lazy and sitting on your games and eating all day instead of going to actually better yourself. Because at the end of the day, those games and those snacks will almost most likely always be there. But the progress and the change you will see in yourself is something that takes time, and you will not always see that. And the only way to see it is to constantly be working on yourself, to constantly be changing for the better, being the person that you want to be, achieving your dream physique. Also, working out helps with everything. It helps you to be able to lift heavy objects, of course, but it also helps internally. It helps you be healthier, increase your lifespan so you don't die early. It helps you to your cognitive functions so that you make the right decisions or your brain is working correctly. So the only person you're hurting by not going to the gym is yourself. You are not hurting anybody else. And just knowing this, just having this in the back of my head, if I was ever thinking about not going to the gym, putting it off to, go slack off, this popped up, and then I just flipped it around and I went to the gym because I'm trying to better myself. It's not about anybody else, it's about me. Okay. 4. Ooh, this one is... Don't look at my butt. Make it fun. Make working out fun. The more fun working out will be, the more consistent you will go. People are dragged towards things that give them a stimulus of some sort. And in this case, having fun is a good stimulus. That's why when you bring somebody or go with somebody to the gym, you are making it more fun. When you decrease your stress levels, you are making it more fun. So, making it more fun will help you go consistently because you're not always thinking because humans have a tendency to think about negative stuff all the time about anything. It's always negative. And the first thing that pops into your brain, if there is anything negative, will be the negative things. That's why people will always be like, oh, this is the worst because this teacher is the worst because their teaching method is horrible. But they don't realize that if they just listen to the teacher, the good outweighs the bad, because the good is that they're learning valuable skills, possibly. That's just an example. But people tend to focus on the negative more than the positive. That's why you hear so many negative things. That's why there's hate. That's why there's bad comments and everything. But If you can find a way to influence your brain, influence yourself to see the gym as fun, whether that be, like thinking about it or actually making it fun, it will get easier to go consistently. Lastly, because I know this is a big thing for a lot of people, how can you balance it with sports? I will say this, a lot of sports already do have some sort of program or something where you are probably already weightlifting with the team or doing some sort of physical activity. I mean, that's what sports are, physical activity, most of them, I should say. But if it is a physically draining sport, like running around, make sure to do your workout before you go to the sport. You will not be sore, not generally be sore, or as sore as you will be right before or right after you work out. If you just hit a crazy leg day, your legs are drained, but they will not be super sore and they're still usable. And if it's only for 1 or 2 days, it's fine. But even as you start doing it consistently, you will start seeing that it will become easier and easier because your body is adapting. Your body knows that you hit a leg day and then you're going to go to practice, so that it still needs that energy. So if it's physically draining, I would say get it done beforehand, because if you are doing a lot of exercise or a lot of running around or that kind of exercise, like physically draining exercise, before you work out, your workouts will not be as productive. So that's how to work out during like physically draining sports. Unphysically draining sports, you can do it whenever. And if it's very time consuming, that's a little different, just because the time consuming sports, you got to really find time either before or after it to work out, because it can be hard. But there's always time. There's always time. And if you're somebody that, doesn't have time until 10 p.m., but you still feel like you can work out at 10 p.m., but all the gyms are closed, there's 24-hour gyms. Just find the right gym membership. You might be paying $250 for a gym membership, but it's not 24 hours, so you can't go during the times that you should be going or that you're able to go. So, physically draining sports, go before, and some teams already have lifts integrated in them, so you don't really have to worry about it as much. Just make sure you're eating there consistently. But then you have other things like non-physically draining sports, maybe time consuming, where you can go whenever, you just got to find the right time. But this is how I got myself to go to the gym consistently. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Have a good day.